We are much the same, the Chief and I. But of course, Keto, all great detectives have one thing in common, and you know what that is? Instinct. That's a rare ability to know immediately without having to stop and reason. And in my business, it can easily mean the difference between life and death. All right, I'll get it. Ah, thank you. Yes, that split-second timing when instinct tells you that...
The wave of assassination. An opposition spokesman has categorically denied.
Welcome everybody to the channel. If you're new, you're welcome. Welcome everybody to the channel. If you're new, you're welcome. And of course, anybody who's subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up. Thanks very much. It's greatly appreciated because obviously I'm trying to get my message across with this BBC licensing situation. I have my letter here of my no license needed declaration, which you get when you do what I have done. You ring them up, telephone them, and you go through their process, their robotic process, like a call centre, and you tell them, I don't need a license. You know, you just don't need a license. You're not watching. It's simple as that. You know, I mean, if it was Netflix, I don't need to ring them up because you pay for it, and if you don't pay, you don't watch. You can't watch because it isn't. You know, it's coming into your house if you pay them the fee for the signal. If it's on the internet, of course. Now, this is the old problem about the BBC. It's coming into your house if you've got an aerial to put it in and get the signal. Now, with me, I've told them this. I don't watch. I haven't got equipment to watch and all the rest of it. I don't watch. Simple as that. That's why I got this letter from them. No license declaration. Now, there's a great video just come out with the Black Belt Barrister, which I'm going to leave a link to, which is probably there if I can put it on the video, or leave a link to his site, this particular video, because it's basically harassment, these letters. I mean, these letters I've got here, I've had this one since February 2023, which gives me, you know, just a confirmation that I don't watch. I told them I don't watch, and it's just in writing. But they still say in this letter, which they give you, which they send to you, it still says a stupid thing like 1 in 8 people make the mistake that they should be watching, they should have a license. You know, that kind of stupidity. And at the end of it, you know, they say that you could still get a visit. So you told them you're not watching, all the rest of it, you get a letter of confirmation, and you know, 2 years it lasts, you know, it's supposed to last. And of course, at the end of it, they still say, well, we still will come visit anyway, you know, whether you like it or not, you know. And of course, if they do, just do the routine like I told you. No, thank you very much, goodbye, shut the door, and don't sign nothing, don't do anything what they ask you to do. You don't have to legally say anything to them. They're just salesmen at your door, because you've already told them, and they've given you a letter, so you don't need a license. Now, Netflix don't come round to my house and say, well, yeah, we want to you know, to sign up again. You know, if you're not watching it, you know, it's you know, you're not watching it, are you? So, you know, you're not watching, so you can't watch it because it's coming through the internet, of course, which is what I was saying about the BBC. They need to go to the iPlayer of all their programs. Then it's coming through the internet, and then, you know, this particular situation where it's on terrestrial, it's coming into your house whether you like it or not. You know, there's nothing you can. It's not your fault. It's being broadcast live, you know, every day of the week. And like I said, the great thing about this Black Belt Barrister's situation, this last video I did, I'll link that. Like I said, I'll link that to you to have a look at. It's basically how they word it. It's just gobbledygook, you know, because you need somebody like the Black Belt Barristers to understand that, you know, you've no requirement to do what I've done. Tell them You could just blag them off. When you get letters coming to your door, you know, we're going to send an enforcement officer to your house. They keep doing it, you know, because you've not told them. But I've done it this way. That's why I want you to think about it, to ring up and do it that way. Become legally license free, because that's what I say. It's legally license free. So all I can say to you is that it's here. They've not come to me in 6 years. I mean, if they came knocking on my door, I've got cameras there, and I would film them all for the channel and tell you what to do, how to handle them, what to say to them. Say, look, you're salesman, goodbye, thank you very much, but I don't need a TV license. I don't need a TV license, goodbye. And you shut the door on them, and that's all you have to do to them. You know, I'm waiting for them to come, so it doesn't really bother me because if they come or not, because I'm not committing any offence. I'm not doing anything wrong. And like I said, I know this big film about this drama about the Jimmy Savile stuff. I can watch it other places. I don't have to watch it. I don't particularly want to watch the Savile thing, but I may do some other time. But any other programs, I got access to it if I want. But I don't. So anyway, when you get this letter, it's absolutely just another harassment, which is why I mentioned the black belt barrister, because he went through the video, the last video. I put a link to it if he doesn't mind. I have emailed him or text him to sort of if I can put it on the channel, because it's a great channel. He goes through a lot of the TV laws, and he knows it much better than me, a more qualified person to make you understand. As I said, technically, he gives you some advice. You know, how to sort it, which I'm trying to do for you out there now. Just give you some advice, because if I can do it, anybody can. And what happens to me, what happens to Inspector C, if they come knocking on my door, it'll all be documented for you to share with you. And that's what it's about, folks. It's sharing information. That's what YouTube's so great about. Like, I mean, I've got loads of people on YouTube I communicate with and have communications with, and enjoy the platform of YouTube. And of course, even the BBC at the end of this letter, they say that you're not allowed to watch YouTube live videos, live stuff on YouTube, which is completely wrong. So it's worded there. And at the very bottom of the letter, they want you to pay £6 a week. £6 a week they want you to pay. The license fee is only £170, 160 or 170, I can't remember, £160 a month, a year. So they want you to pay double. That's how naive and they couldn't care less. Just say, well, you know, you get paid direct debit, but you've got to pay up front as well. You know, it's absolutely scandalous. Like I say, you don't have to do that. You don't really have to ring them up and get this letter from them. You know, it's not your fault it's coming into your house. And it's their stupidity fault by now, the technology is. People, I mean, take for instance, I'm on YouTube, I said on this platform, YouTube. I make videos to point this thing out to people. And I made this channel so that you out there, if you were thinking about becoming license free, for me, I'm Inspector C, because they try to inspect me, and all these letters and stuff like this come in every month, you know, because I stopped paying. And if you do that, they're gonna keep harassing you basically with letters till you tell them, or you just blank them off till they come knocking on your door. So I've done this channel to document the channel, that I've done it with the way that you can do either online. I wouldn't do it online because they can trace your internet connection or everything else. Just ring them up and tell them, you know, that's the best way I would look at it to do it. But yeah, so there's no, I mean, it's been 6 years now, and I haven't, apart from letters, the first 12 months of letters once a month. I blagged them off. I tried to, and I got sick of the letters coming and the threats and everything else. They never came, but I thought, well, I'll ring them up, tell them, because I wasn't watching the BBC anymore. Anyway, I wasn't watching the BBC programmes. So I decided to make the channel, document the channel, and that's what it's about, this channel. It's about, if you can do the same as me, that's all you need to do. And at the same time, once you've rang them up, you telephone them, you're no longer well, it's still on their database. If you tell them, it doesn't really matter whether you don't want to tell them or not. You don't have to. But that address, they've got until 2027. They've got this charter that every household, they can contact and say, well, have you got a license? And if you say to them, I don't need one, that's fine. You know, you can do that. You know, you don't have to, but you can. But the point is, I'm in this car now. I'm driving this car. I've got a license, I've got insurance, and I've got all the qualifications that need to be legal. I'm legally driving this car. Now, if I don't have a license and I watch BBC television in my house, if I go back now and plug an area and get the signal and everything else, I'm committing an offence. But you see, unless they can prove that I'm doing it, I've got the equipment to do it. I haven't got any equipment to do it. I haven't got an aerial on the roof. I haven't got a coax aerial to put in the back of the television. So, you know, I haven't got the equipment. If I wanted to, I don't watch anyway. But as I said, that's what I say. It's coming into your house whether you like it or not. And they want it both ways, you see. They want to say, well, yeah, you've got to pay us, because we're sending it out. We want the money, and whether you like it or not, we need £180 or £170, which is going to be shortly. It's going to go up. So that's what they want. They want your money, and that's all they need to sort of want. And they send out the CAPITA people to come and collect it. Yes, folks. It's important, if you're liking the video, to give us a thumbs up, a like, share with other people, pass the message on. You're quite welcome to do that. The more people who ring up and cancel the license, get the two-year exemption, like Inspect to See. That's all I'm here for. And of course, that's what it's about. And subscribe to the channel helps my channel grow. And of course, I thank you for that. And that's very nice of you to subscribe if you're liking the content or it's been useful to you. Leave comments and tell me if it's made a difference for you. And I will try and improve myself as well. Try and make a video more interesting for you to sort of understand. Anyway, folks, like I said before, thank you again. And I say, give us a like, and that's the best thing to do. Get my channel moving again. Sort of into the algorithm, how YouTube works. I don't really know exactly how it works, but the more thumbs up you get, the more likes, the more people watch the video. That's how it works. So anyway, thank you if you are doing that at this point here in the video. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. So I hope it's been useful to you as a way of me communicating. I mean, I'm not the greatest communicator in the world. I've got my channel, but as I said, you learn things how to communicate with them. But I'm just living proof of it. That if I can get the situation with no letters, that's the main thing. No letters. You don't want people harassing you all the time. It is harassment, these letters, which will come if you don't do the no license free declaration. If you don't do it, you're going to get letters, and that's fine. If you want to do it that way, there's nothing wrong in that. That's why I pointed out the Black Belt Barrister's video. It's up to you how you do it. You're not committing any offence, because you do not have to have a license for a television anymore, and you don't have to have just have the license to have it in your house. If you're not watching, you're not paying. That's basically the simple thing. You're not watching, you're not paying. That's what it's about, and they have to prove that you're watching. Unless they come around your house and sit in your house and watch you turn the television on and put BBC One on or BBC Two on, they're not going to be there, are they? Because they're not going to allow to get in your house unless they got some evidence. Now, the old years ago about the detector vans, they were just butty vans. They were just people that went round the estate, drove round estate, say in Liverpool or Manchester, or people where they wasn't paying. They drove around and they knew people wasn't paying certain addresses, and they used to knock on your door. Have you got a TV licence? And they scared you, say, well, no, I haven't got one, but you need one, and all the rest of it. But they targeted an area, but they never got anybody in court and got the information from a detector van. It was just a butty van. When they were in that area, they used to walk around, knock on people's doors and say, we're from TV licensing. Oh, yeah, and you just shut the door and say, well, yeah, I don't need a TV license. You just shut the door. But, of course, a lot of people fell into the trap, said, oh, yeah, I forgot to, I've got to pay it. Oh, yeah, God, yeah, yeah. Then they got you because you've talked to them, you've admitted to them that you've not got your license. So you have to stand your ground if you forgot to pay or something like that or whatever, or you are blagging them off. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't want you to break any laws. I'm not here to tell you what to do. It's up to you what you do. But for me, I'm not breaking any laws. I'm license free. I'm legally license free, like Inspector C, like I told you. And I don't get any letters. I haven't. This is dated February 23. It's coming up to the end of the year now, October. I've not had any letters whatsoever. I'm waiting for them to come so I can confront them and so for the channel to show you out there, the people, that, how to handle them. You know what to say, and I've got a bit cameras set up that it could be videoed and see what they're saying, because they're only salesmen. They're only coming, you know, they're not salesmen. I mean, you get people come knocking on your door sometimes years ago trying to sell you double glazing. You know, just like a double glazing guy said, well, you know, I don't need double glazing, mate. Thank you very much, but you know, goodbye. And that's all it is. It's the same with the TV licensing. They've got no powers. They're enforcement officers. They'll say, we've sent in. We're going to in the letters they'll send you. They're going to say they're going to send your enforcement officers out, but it's not, because they're not enforcement officers. They're just people's salesmen on commission, and that's all it is. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there, but I just thought I'd make the video about the letters, that you can stop them coming and you can get some peace from the harassment, that's all it is. But the reason I want you to ring up and cancel, because the more people that cancel and the direct debit doesn't pay, they haven't got the money coming in. And of course, because if you're not watching, then they're not got any income. And that's what make them change to go to the iPlayer, to make it £6 a month or something. And that's the way then you can choose whether you want to pay or not, and pay for a license and watch BBC programmes. And that's the most, in this day and age, the best way of doing it. And of course they can reach then all over the world. And they don't want to do that. They just don't want to do that. But anyway, folks, I've gone on a bit too much. Like I said, I've had a bit of a rant, but it's the way the world's going to go. It's the ways to change things change, and things are going to change even more the next 10 years or so, 5 years or so. So 2027, they're going to have to review all this in the license funding. And but it's you out there, the public, it's you, the people like myself, who say, I'm not paying anymore, I'm not watching. Anyway, I'm not watching, I'm not paying, I'm not watching. So anyway, folks, thanks again for the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, the like button, and subscribe if you wish. It will help the channel, because I'm nearly coming up to 700 subscribers, which is nice. So thanks very much. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Any problems, any comments you want to make, you know, I'm a big person. I take the good and bad comments. Don't worry about it. You know, you're not going to scare me. It's up to you. You can make whatever comment you think. You know, we're quite welcome to. That's what the channel's all about. It's for you out there to get some advice, and I'm living proof of the advice. Like I said to you before, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to have a license. As simple as that. And if you're not watching, you're not paying. That's all you need to know, folks. So I will see you on the next one, hopefully. And whatever. Thanks again. Bye for now.